Hi. We have already seen about the topics of which comes under the object-oriented programming is inheritance and what is the types of inheritance, and while using inheritance, what can we get kind of advantages, and while using the inheritance, how the method will present in that particular code while using inheritance, that the things we have seen in the last videos. So now we are going to see about the next topic of that inheritance. So in this last video we are seeing about we have seen about the method overloading. So method overloading is nothing but same method name will have the different parameters. But what is method overriding? It happens when a subclass provides a specific implementation for a method already defined in its superclass. When we define some methods in superclass, means that method can give the implementation of the somewhere in subclass. The method signature remains the same. It supports runtime polymorphism and helps in achieve dynamic method dispatch. So to override, both methods must have the same name, return type and parameters. Use override annotation to make it clear. When we face the override issue in our program, we can use override annotation, which is at override annotation can used in that program, so that we can make it the thing very clear. Example, class A void show. Here show is a method name. So while inherit the class B from class A, in class B also we have to define some same name which is already defined in superclass. So here void is already defined by class A. So class B also we have to define that same method name. In this case we have to make the thing very clear, means using at override annotation can help to solve that issue. Here at override void show, the void show is the method name which is already defined by class A. So what is the rules of overriding? Means only inherited methods can be overridden. The access level cannot be more restrictive. Constructors and static methods cannot be overridden. Final methods cannot be overridden. These are all the rules we have to follow while we are implement the overriding concept. So the next thing is abstract class. Abstract class is a class that cannot be instantiated. What is instantiated means? What is the vocabulary of abstract generally? Means it is a generic thoughts of that entire program. We cannot make the thing very detailed description in this case. We are using abstract. So use it to provide a base template for subclass and enforce certain behaviors to be implemented. That is abstract class. So here abstract class supports constructors, member variables, concrete methods, abstract methods. They allow partial implementation and are used when subclasses share common functionality. So this keyword refers to the current object. It is used to resolve ambiguity between instance variables and parameters. So it also can be used to call other constructors within the same class using this. So let us see the keyword of final. Final keyword is used to define constants, prevent method overriding and inheritance. Final variable equal to constant. Final method is equal to cannot be overridden. Final class cannot be extended. This is the final keyword. While inherit the class B from class A, while defining this final class A is inherited to class B extends A, means it will create error because final void display cannot override in subclass. This dot name is equal to name means resolve ambiguity between variables and parameters. Once we placed the final keyword in front of any class, we cannot override that subclass from the superclass. Thank you.